Hello and welcome to Wingin It. So it is time again for another tournament game from the Orinoco Goose Outlast. And yeah, we have played 4 games, we've won 2 of them, but the points difference, which is what matters, is currently at +9. So it's looking like somewhere in the positives is going to be enough to get through and survive into the next round where only 32 players will go through. And we've got 2 games left, so hopefully we can keep those games close. Even if we can't win them, and yeah, keep that points difference looking good. So we've got the penultimate game here against Birdwatcher. We're going second, so we'll jump in, and yeah, as I say, hopefully we'll get a good win here. Give ourselves a bit of a cushion, because that last game is going to be a tough one. So yeah, we'll need as much points difference as we can to work with. Going into that one. So our opponent's picked. Let's jump in and see what we've got. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's not what we like to see. Okay, opponent going 3 food and 2 birds. So, okay. Okay. Awful tray as well. So, this is not looking too positive, if I'm completely honest. So, gannet is kind of the only real wetland birds I'd look at keeping here. I don't think puffin is affordable. Yeah, I mean, there's only 1 fish in the feeder anyway. And man, these bonus cards, not looking so hot. Not looking so hot. Now, the only thing on my mind here is my opponent, they have kept a fish. So I'm kind of thinking they might have a wetland bird. In which case, that American Bittern, which we did have in the starting hand last game, and I didn't keep, and has the same power as the common loon, which I had the game before that, and I did keep. Could be an option. It could actually be an option here, considering that, you know, if keeping the gannet, I have to take a turn to get the fish and then play it. So even taking a turn to pick up the bittern and then play it, it's still only that 1 turn. So does hit the rodentologist as well, which I'd probably keep. From these 2, I think that is the better bonus card. So, yeah, to be honest, this might be a 5 fooder. This might be a 5 food start. The only option, if I'm keeping the bittern, that I could go for is the nutcracker. That would mean then I could keep the food for the nutcracker, but I don't know. This is kind of a desperation play. I think it's not really the great kind of forest opening bird you look for. So. I think I'd rather go 5 food and just dig. Play bittern, do a bit of digging, see what we find. You know, we've got the seed, we've got the cherry. Maybe we find a nuthatch or some kind of cheap food generator to work with. So we'll lock in that 5 food start. And yeah, just please don't take that bittern. I can't see them taking it. They've not kept that rodent, so no rodent in the feeder. Would be difficult to get that down. So yeah, really kind of just need to hope that by the time I've picked up the bittern and played it and then laid eggs on it, they've already got a wetland bird down, so I can at least, you know, use that power and okay, give them a free card as well. But I'm gonna have to go for it. So all right, it goes on to our first turn, and my heart skipped a beat there because they did take a tray bird. But not the bittern they took. They took the wide-throated swift, so that makes me a bit nervous that we could have a gull or killdeer situation, because you don't often see those picked up right away, which would mean that bittern kind of useless. Now, the positive is that we do have a red-tailed hawk, and to be honest, I might take that instead, because it's going to cost the same food, just overpaying, and I think that power, I think I'm going to get more utility from that than I would from the bittern. And actually this way I can use that less desirable food, probably like the fish and the rodent. I want to keep the worm, I want to keep the seed, because that's normally what forest birds eat. So that's kind of what I'm going to be digging for. So I think I'm going to take this red-tailed hawk. Yeah, I'm smelling a kill gull situation. So that is not the kind of situation you want to be playing bittern against. So Yeah, this is better than nothing. That's kind of all I could say about red-tailed hawk. So Eurasian golden oriole going down, very interesting. You don't often see that. You don't often see that in two-player games, so we're gonna have to watch out for that. But I'm not planning on taking food anytime soon. I've got 5 food at the starting hand, and I need cards, so best of luck with that. But yeah, we'll pay like that for our hawk. And we're going to lay eggs, and we're going to do a bit of digging. And yeah, just see what we can find. Like I said, I'm probably not planning on taking food at all this round. Unless I do, immediately find that chickadee and then something else that also needs a bit more food. I'm probably just going to dig. But yeah, this Oriole, I feel like this is always a risk in two-player games especially, but early on in the game, you use all 3 food that you started with. You now don't have any more food, so yeah, you're going to have to go and take one at a time. So they did spend the fish on that, but they then went and got it back, so... Oh, please don't be a Franklin Skull. Please don't be a Franklin Skull. That's all I can hope for. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting round 1 if that is the case, because... It means they've got if it is a Gull, it'll be Gull and Swift, and then they've got nothing else to play. So you just spend your entire round 1 making 1 food a turn. Seems a bit inefficient, but who am I to question inefficient plays when I'm stuck with this kind of difficult start? So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I think it has to be, because if they were in the same position as me at the start with no wetland birds, I think you'd pick up the bittern. I think that would be the rational play. So yeah, they are just getting 1 food at a time. This could be an interesting round 1. We're going to draw cards. And there we go, Eurasian Nuthatch. I would take that. It's a shame that the hawk missed, but there we go. I mean, it eats the food that we've kept. So that definitely works as far as I'm concerned for a nice opening forest to play. So, that could be what we go with. And yeah, I'm kind of wondering. I'm wondering if that Bob White might not be a terrible pickup. 4 turns left, I can take cards, play the Nuthatch, take food, and then play the Bob White. So if I get lucky, I mean, for example, if the 2 seeds are still there in the feeder, I can take those 2 seeds. Well, okay, of course they go, but yeah, and then get an extra one from the Nuthatch. So could be a possibility, but it definitely, this smells like my Franklin's Gull senses are tingling. This definitely feels like a Franklin's Gull situation. So surely they're going to play the Swift for the end of round, and then they'll lay eggs so they can get the Gull down next round. That gives them 1 extra turn to be taking food. So do we go cards first? I think we do. And just see, well, Nightingale. Do I want to use a Nightingale against a Franklin Skull? Probably not. But it might be something filler. And that would be an easy bird to get down in the grasslands for the end of round. So I think I will take this Bob White, to be honest. I think between the Nightingale and the Nuthatch, I can probably get that down. So Whooping Crane. This hawk is being kind of ambitious here. Maybe a bit too much, so... but there you go. So yeah, I think we will go with this plan. I think we'll go Nuthatch. We'll take food, we'll chuck the Siskin. If we get enough seeds, I think we play Bob White. And I think I try and avoid the Nightingale if I can. But it's a tricky one, because even if I'm taking food, I'm still giving them free food, so... what's the harm in giving them free food anyway, and at least run a Grasslands engine and get the food myself. So there goes the Swift. So yeah, I'd imagine it's going to be eggs and then food. Hopefully Um, hopefully we can, yeah, get the seeds we need. So we will play the nuthatch. And yeah, please give me the seeds I need. To be honest, I might, even if I get all the seeds I need, I might play Nightingale first, because I could always then lay eggs, get the extra seed to play Bob White after Nightingale. So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to depend on what the feeder can give us. And if we can block, it's tricky because Oriole, you get choice of 2, you get worm or cherry. So, oh, hello, is that a raven in the tray? Oh dear. Well, I'm taking that then. Abort everything. Change plans. We'll take that. Thank you very much. And Hawk is going to hit that time, so... Well, there we go. I mean, talk about a game turning on an instant. What did they pick up from the tray? That was very interesting. I can't actually remember what was there. But they're going to regret that. They're definitely going to regret that. Oh dear, okay. So yeah, they'll be laying eggs now. They're going to win the end round, which is a shame. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I could have played the Nightingale before the nuthatch, but how am I going to predict that a common raven pops up just like that? So yeah, this might be the only time we take food. So at least their golden oriole's not going to get any usage. But hopefully we get a rodent. Okay, that's fine. We give them a free food, but we're getting what we need for the ravens. So I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, okay. And yeah, Raven Rodentologist. A couple more points. Definitely don't mind that. So here we go. Lose the end of round. That's a shame. So be it. Let's go into the next round. And yeah, I think we just get this Raven down. Just start laying some eggs. You know. Yeah. You know, nothing really in the train. Maybe that Cassins Finch I might go for, but I want to get this Bob White down so I can get some extra points in the grasslands, and yeah, that will kind of set me off nicely. So there goes not a Franklin's Gull, but a Barrow's Goldeneye. Okay, that's very interesting. Have they been baiting me this whole time? Or is that what they top decked and they wanted to get that down in retaliation to the Raven? I don't know. I'm not going to question it. We're going to be laying our eggs and getting the seeds that we need. So let's just go with that. But man, that's going to be a bit of a pain. That Barrow's Goldeneye. That is gonna annoy me a little bit. Especially if they do still have the Gull. But it's a bit of a risk there using your last fish, your only fish, on the Goldeneye. So, man, I don't know. Suddenly this game is like playing tricks on my mind. Am I really seeing this? Am I really seeing an Eastern Imperial Eagle in the tray? I think I might be. So, oh boy, man. I honestly don't know what's going on here. I think we'll take the prairie chicken as well, because that might be handy. And red-tailed hawk does get a hunt, so yeah, I don't really know what's going on here, but they did draw cards, so this clearly isn't a Franklin's Gull situation. All the signs were pointing to Franklin's Gull, and I've been well and truly baited there. So maybe I should have gone with the Bitten, but even round 1 I wouldn't be able to use that, so I don't feel too bad. But there you go. No fish, so man, I really hope for their sake this isn't a Franklin's Gull, because that's going to be a bit of a difficult one. So yeah, this Oriole, that pink power is not going to get any usage, but I suppose they're going to get the Goldeneye usage instead. So swings and roundabouts. You know, maybe they'd rather have the food than the free eggs, but I think you still take it. So yeah, they've gone for food. We're gonna lay eggs. Yeah, we'll chuck the seed, I think, at this point. And yeah, it's all about getting this bob white down. So we'll get the bob white down, we'll lay eggs, and then drawing cards might be an option. We had this come up last game, in the last round rather than round 2, but it is still a bit of a nightmare, this end of round goal, to try and negotiate, especially I think when you're going first in that round, because my opponent, they can just see what I do and they can react based on that, and especially with these kind of wetlands where you are getting 2 cards, sometimes that 2 cards is enough to swing it. So it looks like they might be doing some digging with the heron going down. So let's play our bob white. Let's get things set up. I think this should be our primary focus, is getting things set up. But yeah, green heron. This can't be a Gull situation, if that's the case. So sort of breathing a sigh of relief, in one way or another. But yeah, raven for us definitely going to help. So I think we'll just lay eggs, get the food for this prairie chicken, and then wait for the tray to reset. Because I'm not super excited about anything in the tray, like American Coot. It's not a bad option, but it's kind of getting a bit late for that sort of bird. So maybe we just play Nightingale as the second wetland bird. Is a bowl nester. We do need that for the next in a round. So something to bear in mind. But yeah, for now at least, I'm kind of content just getting this prairie chicken food. We'll get that down. I don't know. Pray for falconer. Pray for prairie manager, to be honest, as well. Wouldn't be a bad pickup. So there are options available to us. And there we go. Opponent does draw cards, so they're up to 4. So we'll have to see. It might be worth us drawing cards here. It might be worth us drawing cards. And to be honest, with this eagle, I don't really mind that. But okay. Do I deny them Nat Tauhi? Because that would be incredibly good for them. I think I do have to. This does at least as well stop them from playing a bird, if that was something that they wanted to do. So, what do we plan? Do we take the coot? I think I'm going to leave the coot. Crossbeak, excellent. Well, Tauhi's gone. Oh, that woodpecker would have been nice, but never mind. Never mind. So yeah, we've blocked the Tauhi at least. I think that would have been a no-brainer pickup for them. They got loads of cards. You put that in the grass, and so you got yourself a 5-point engine with a bit of food. Food is kind of where they're struggling right now, with that forest, and yeah, just stuck with that Oriole. So I don't mind going out my way to deny that. So there we go. They do win the end round. Presumably they went for food. They did, and again, by drawing cards there, they couldn't discard. I kind of forced them to not discard the food there. So Bullfinch goes down. That helped them out with a bit more food. And they send around as well 2 bowl nests. If we play this Grosbeak, we'll get another, but I don't think really. I don't know. Maybe I will. But it's only 1 point more than the Nightingale, so maybe I won't. But let's lay eggs. We're gonna get this prairie chicken down. I want to see what that bonus card is, and yeah, that's gonna be useful. That's gonna kind of help guide a little bit what we're gonna do going through the rest of this game, because we're not really getting the engine. Bob White was nice, but we're not really drawing engine birds. But with weak card draw, that kind of does happen sometimes. So looks like they're going for food, which makes sense in indeed. So they got a bit of food going. We'll have to wait and see what they're going to play with that. But we're going to play our Prairie Chicken. See what the bonus card's going to be. Okay, Ethologist or Oologist. This might be a case where Ethologist is better. I'm just trying to work out if I can even be sure that I'm going to get 9 birds down for the Oologist. I'm not too sure that I am. I'm going to be able to do that, so yeah. I think Ethologist is a safer pick. Who knows, maybe I get a pink power. I think we did see Hornlark earlier. That actually, unironically, would have been a nice one to get here, but yeah. Sport for choice between 2 very nice bonus cards. But yeah, only 5 birds down right now. 9 turns left. I've got to play 4 more birds and definitely get eggs on them. I can't be too sure of that. So Ethologist we will take. And I think I'm going to have to play this Nightingale. I kind of don't want to. But I need something for this end around, so I think what we'll do is we'll put it in the wetlands. We'll draw cards. We'll play the eagle. And then we'll have a spare turn, we'll lay eggs. And then, yeah, going into that last round, we'll kind of just wait and see. See what's in the tray. See what we can pick up and look to play. But otherwise, just lay eggs. That might get scratched now because Purple Martin's popped up. Kind of out of nowhere. This game, the Rule 60s of this game have just been ridiculous. I've got to say, it's a little bit silly. So do we take that Purple Martin? Do we take it? Because if we don't, they pick it up, they put it in their grasslands. Again, this is like the Tau here. I feel like I've got to block this. Because then that gives them that 6-point engine. They can basically just run. They've got enough cards to do that. I could. The problem is that it's kind of slow because I'd have to draw cards, and then play the Nightingale, and then I wouldn't be able to play the Martin. I'd have to draw cards, play Nightingale, lay eggs, and then play Martin. So going into the last round, I'm probably going to use that. I don't know. Maybe three times. I suppose I could just play. Think how many cards would I have? If I draw cards now. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to play Eagle until the last turn. Because I wouldn't have enough cards to tuck. I think we draw the Martin, but I honestly don't think we play it. Oh, Woodstock, yeah, okay. There we go. And the other Raven. This game is just wild. This game is wild. Okay. So yeah, I think we don't play the Martin. I think we play the Nightingale and lay eggs on it. Well, okay, they're tucking bird anyway, so maybe I didn't need to deny that. Yeah, I can't. It's only 3 points this end around, but I can't. I don't think I can afford to miss out on that. I don't know. How many more points would it be playing Martin? It's already 1 point less and costs 1 more egg. So it loses 2 points. It loses 3 points from the round, so it's 5. But if I lay eggs 5 times and get 5 tucks, there's actually value in that. Think about this. I've played the Martin. I've got 7 turns left. It's probably play Woodstock, play Eagle, and lay eggs. But maybe the other 5 times. So maybe I skip this end around. I think I might skip this end around. I'm going to play this Purple Martin. I'm going to keep changing my mind this game, but yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. and we'll see if that's going to be the right decision or not. But I mean, imagine like Great Egret or something pops up in the final round tray. Having Martin saves me a turn drawing cards there, and that has value. So we're kind of gambling here. We're kind of, yeah. If we get that nice tray, like I said, double bird, it's kind of probably what we're looking for here. Because I don't know if I'm going to have enough turns to be able to play more birds than this, but yeah, I got to say, I mean, my opponent, they've got a nice engine, but not many points on the board, not many birds down. So that might be what's going to save us here. Not so much having a great game ourselves, but just having a better game than them. So let's lay eggs. Start cycling with this Martin, see what we're going to find. Of course, Canach. Kind of not bad, but not really what we're after. We'll take the food for the Stork, because we know we're going to play that. We know we're definitely going to play that. And yeah, I think egg space should be okay. I've not calculated it, but I think we should be okay. Between playing the Stork and the Eagle, and yeah, we could play this nuthatch if we wanted. I think we should be okay. And especially if we do get Heron, Egret, any sort of double bird, happily we'd take that. That's going to give more egg space as well, so... Yeah, I think the last end around we should be okay. So we've lost the first 3 and not qualified for 2 of them, which is always a bit yikes. 15 points to 2 my opponent has got there. So if we can get some on that last one, to at least try and draw it back a little bit. That's going to be the aim. But yeah, what does my opponent do here? I think just lay eggs. I think it's like me. Lay eggs, get the points, get the card cycle, see what you find. Even one turn taking food for them is probably okay in that last round. Probably need to do that anyway, because I think egg space for them might be a problem, although it looks like they're getting food now. So yeah, I mean, yeah, they got 4 food now, so that should probably set them up nicely. We're going to lay eggs. Let's get rid of this grosbeak, because that's definitely no good. And yeah, take a couple of seeds, because, like I say, of course, kind of hatch might be an option. It might be an option. So yeah, okay, they get a free egg, which I definitely don't like, but again, egg space could be their undoing at the end. So okay, miss the end around. That's a shame. But there we go. Not a great tray. Not a great tray, but never mind. Do we just play the Woodstock now, or do we keep laying eggs? I think we keep laying eggs, because who knows? Who knows? We might luck out. We might luck out and find what we're looking for. We don't, but never mind. Okay, let's take... I guess a couple of rodents. I'm thinking I might end up playing this eagle and then discarding food. I don't know if that's worth it. I'll take a couple of rodents. At the very least, we'll have some food that needs to be discarded, so I don't think that should matter too much. But yeah, 55 points. 55 points is not great. It's definitely not great. These 2 plays will kind of enhance that a bit. Obviously, that's going to be 10 points with Rheumatologist. This is going to be 7 and a bonus card. So that'll help. That'll help. But yeah, probably like Omnivore is probably the bonus card we're looking for. Not sure with this many birds down that there's a whole lot else that we would be able to score points from. So Brown Pelican. That's never a good sign for your opponent to be playing that so late. So maybe they got Fishery Manager, maybe they got Well and Scientist. Who knows? But we'll play the Woodstock now and see what is the bonus card going to be. Oh dear, it's going to be Behaviorist or Enclosure Builder. Well, such is life. I think I got quite lucky on the Prairie Chicken bonus card, to be honest. So, like I said at the time, when you sport for choice between those 2 amazing ones, you kind of expect that some less amazing ones are gonna crop up afterwards. So That's definitely a shame, but not the end of the world. Definitely not the end of the world. So yeah, I think we play. I think we play Eagle here. I think the play is to play Eagle, skip one of the tucks and play a rodent, and then we lay eggs twice and we chuck food for eggs. Because we want to keep the extra cards so that we tuck under the Martin. And even if we're skipping one tuck off the Eagle, we're going to get 2 extra points by keeping the cards, and of course by having the food to discard. So I think that's what we're going to do. Because they could gamble on this nuthatch. Think about that. What would be the play there? Play Eagle, then lay eggs, but then I would have to tuck the nuthatch. So I'd have to lay eggs, or probably just force this nuthatch down. To be honest, with I probably should have paid a rodent on the stalk, but there's 3 points on a bonus card. Laying eggs at the end is 5, 6, 7 -1. Yeah, I think my bonus card luck, if that stalk is anything to go by, is not one to be relied on here. So let's just get this Eagle down. Let's go with plan A. And yeah, there we go. We've not got all the birds down for Orologist. So maybe if we had kept Orologist, played Nuthatch would have been an option. But yeah, I think Ethologist was the safer play, and 8 Rodentologist, I'll take that. And Martin is going to get those 5 tucks, so I feel like that was just about worth it. It's kind of borderline. I don't like missing that end around, but it looks like my opponent is just laying eggs. So yeah, I think they lay eggs twice more here. They get 3, 4, 3, 4. So they are going to run out. So even if I give them 2 eggs here, I suppose maybe, I don't know, they got Puffin? No, because we saw Puffin in the starting hand, so I don't know. Maybe they are just going to lay eggs. Maybe they've got something to play. I'm not going to worry about that because it makes no difference to me. Has no bearing on my own play. It's just lay eggs, so yeah. Not a flashy end game. It's not going to be a great score. We might squeak into the 90s. Kind of carried by this Raven and East Imperial Eagle, and yeah, 8-point Rodentologist, definitely nice, but not the cleanest of games. But given the 5 food start, I'll take it every day of the week. You don't turn down this kind of Rule 16 situation whenever this happens. So they are laying eggs. So we'll see. Yeah, I wonder if they do have another bird to play, or if it is just going to be a pretty sad final turn at laying eggs. So we're going to do our tucking, and there we go. We just barely have enough egg space, so I didn't calculate it. Didn't need to. It's all good. And there we go. Wrapping up this game. So we'll see. Yeah, only 1 egg space, so you kind of don't want to lay eggs here because it's only 3 points. But you know, if you've not got a bird worth playing, sometimes you don't get many choices. So it looks like they did play something because they've gone up to 4 birds in a row. Didn't matter for the end of rounds, but we go into the score. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I probably win this, but it's not going to be super comfortable. We are going to hold on to a bit of a lead. End of round goals is where they pull it back for sure. But we definitely have lots of eggs. I'm hoping with the tuck cards as well, it is just enough. 92 to 83 in the end, so we will take that. We will definitely take it. Let's have a look. They did have Fishery Manager, so okay, Black Skimmer. To be honest, that's pretty impressive to be able to sneak that in, and yeah, hit the Fishery Manager. So very nicely done. But man, that was a wild roller coaster of a game. Sweating an entire round on a Franklin Skull that never showed up. And yeah, just some massive gifts, I've got to say. Raven was a Rule 16. I think the Eagle, the Martin, the Woodstalk. I can't remember if I might have top decked that, but yeah, from a pretty horrendous start. I'll definitely take that. And again, 9 points. Definitely going to help us out. Definitely going to give us a bit of a safety net going into that last game. So it does look like positive. Points difference should be enough. So hopefully, even if we do lose that last one, it's not going to be by too big of a margin. So yeah, we'll look to get that one out very soon. So do stay tuned. And yeah, I'll see you again very soon in another gameplay video.